Hello, everybody, and welcome to the CCEA podcast. I am your host, Kristan Nigro, and I tell you what, I am so excited. Today, we have a very special episode on this podcast. We have a special guest that's joining us, Mr. Isaac Barron, the man running to be Nevada's senator for District 2. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. And again, I'm apt to always break the third wall. Thank you very much for having me. I'm actually honored that you would talk like that about me.
Absolutely. You know what? You and I have a great relationship, and I'm just so appreciative of you take time and come in. I know you're a busy man, and honestly, there's been a lot to talk about regarding this race, but you know what? We're going to kind of shy away from the campaign trail, and what I really want to do with this episode, Isaac, is I just really want to have people get to know you. Mm-hmm. You wear many hats in this community. We all know that, but also I want an opportunity for our people out there that are listening to just have that personal connection with you. Mm-hmm. I think that's really important. So without further ado, I'd like to go ahead and get this rolling. What do you think?
Please.
Okay, excellent. Well, first things first, when we start off in an episode like this, one of the biggest things is we just want to know a little bit about your background, right? So let's talk about where you're from, how long you've been in Vegas, just something short and sweet. Give us a little bit of an inside look on you.
Well, actually, for people my age, I'm 56, born in 1969.
Okay.
There's not that many of us here, but I'm not from anywhere else. I'm right from here in Las Vegas at the age of 1 year old.
Wow.
My parents, they brought us from downtown Las Vegas to North Las Vegas. And my dad was a bracero. He actually was imported to this country.
Oh, wow.
During World War II.
Okay.
And he moved the family to the area here in the early 60s. And, our family grew up, of course, in North Las Vegas. I went to, of course, all the public schools. Mm-hmm. I was bused, but Quantum McCall, C.C. Rano.
Wow.
Back to Quantum McCall for the sixth grade centers.
Okay.
That was the busing thing there. Then Jim Bridger, and then Rancho High School, class of 1987.
Look at you, 1987. Well, I would be real honest and remiss if I didn't mention this. 1987 is when you graduated?
Yeah.
I was born in 1985.
Hey, cool.
I was born in 85, so I was like 2 when you graduated. But
cool.
That's awesome. No, honestly, that's great. Well, thank you for your background on that. So I want to kind of switch gears, and I want to talk about something. Obviously, we know that you do a lot for your community, just like, again, the many hats that you wear. And so I wanted to kind of pitch this question to you. What is something that you love about your community, but not just love, but something that you're really excited about?
Whether my work as a councilman, as an appointed trustee to a school district,
yeah, or
RGC vice chair, flood control, and then I've had several others. The one thing that I really appreciate about my community, especially North Las Vegas and in particular, but East Las Vegas, mm-hmm. is my community's resiliency, right?
Oh, yeah.
When tough times come, and like whenever there's an economic slowdown, it's North Las Vegas and the East Side that always feels they always feel the punch first, and they're the ones that are last to come back. Mm-hmm. But people always find a way. My students, their families, they always find a way. Sometimes with help from fellow teachers, sometimes with other people, sometimes people banding together. The one thing that I always appreciate is, we find a way to make it work.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I do appreciate you bringing that up. So I've spent a lot of my career in CCSD in North Las Vegas, and I just know that hard workers, amazing people too, especially on the East Side. So, all right, well, let's switch gears. Talking about Rancho High School. Oh my gosh, not only did you graduate there, but you also taught there, right? So that's pretty crazy. Let's talk about your career. What made you get into teaching?
Well, 28 years, and this one is because of my mom, right? It's kind of tough. She's been gone a long time.
Oh, wow.
And I graduated from UNLV. I also went to CSN, right?
Right.
But I don't have too many regrets. I usually go to bed with a clear conscience, right? But one thing that I do regret is she never got to see me graduate, unfortunately, right? Mm. She passed away before that happened.
Oh, my goodness.
But it was kind of like her idea. I wanted to be a pilot of some kind, right?
Oh, cool.
But, as you see me shuffle around, I'm kind of of like, limited physically, right? And I wasn't able to get into the Navy. I wasn't able to get to the Air Force, right? But, and I took one of those aptitude tests and all that. And it came back that I would make a good English teacher.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I would think at the very least I'm like a social studies teacher.
Right.
And I took it to my mom and said, Mom, look at this stupid test. I paid $25 for it, which back then was a lot of money, right? But, and I was working in high school, and so I resented that. But Mom, look at this. I paid for this, and it says I'm going to be an English teacher. I should be. And my mom said, hey, you know what? In Mexico, people really respect their teachers. They, and so I'd be really proud of you if you actually became a teacher. So that kind of quieted me down.
Right.
And then I wound up starting, my college career. And before I knew it, I started taking classes geared toward becoming a teacher. And before I knew it, there I was graduating from the College of Education.
Amazing.
Social studies teacher, though, right?
Okay.
Although in my first job, I was an ESL teacher. I wound up teaching English.
Wow.
Yeah, far away from here. It was in northern Nevada, a small town called Winnemucca, Nevada.
Oh, Winnemucca. Yes.
Fred Ford Middle School there.
Okay.
And I spent a couple of years there, but my family's here, and so eventually I was very fortunate that a legendary Rancho High School principal, Mr. Howdegi, offered me a job, and I came back, and I wound up teaching English, ESL, at Rancho High School and coaching soccer, and then eventually everything else in social studies, and taught adult education. I've been doing this for a long time, and someone asked me, how many students have I taught? Well, it's a lot.
I was going to say, what do you think? Give us a rough estimate.
Well,
28 years is a long time, 250 kids a year, you think?
Easy, because, I never had kids, hey, our class size is 25. I never had that. Heck no. 35, 40, 45, even I know a lot of the literature teachers, so I did the math, and it's probably close to 10,000, probably more, because I taught at my classroom after school as well, because, of course, most teachers know that, it's hard to get by on your regular. So I was teaching adults after school, and so when you add them in, easily 25 to 30 students a night, during Monday through Friday.
It's been a lot. For sure.
10,000 easy, probably more. But I run into them all the time. I ran into one just last night.
That's so crazy.
My last teaching assignment was in psychology, and I ran into a wonderful young woman. She was a checkout girl. She's working her way through college. So that sounds familiar, right?
Right.
Just like me, I was a taxi cab driver and God knows what else, right? Security guard, a little bit of everything. But Mr. Barron, yes, it's so nice to see you, right? And we reminisced, and I told her, hey, because she told me that she's a nursing major, because I remembered that from high school. Hey, weren't you going to be a nurse? How's that coming along? I'm still in school. And I told her, hey, next week, here in downtown Las Vegas, I'm coming through my promise. I did tell you that we're working on getting a university for you, and next week we're going to have our groundbreaking for the Nevada State University.
That's right. I did see an article about
Vegas,
that.
Right?
That's incredible. You know what? And that is the kind of stuff, like when we talk about the things that you've done for your community and the people that appreciate the things, like if people have had an opportunity to grace or be graced by the Isaac Barron, people are very lucky with that. And I appreciate you sharing that. You know what? Let's keep this going. Let's keep this flowing. I want to end with something a little bit lighter and just a really kind of just get these people to know you out there, right? We're doing a lot of fun things here. And so are you ready for this speed round, Mr. Barron?
We'll see how fast I am on my feet.
Okay, perfect. So again, just these rapid fire questions. And we're going to start off first. Coffee or tea?
Chai tea.
Oh, good call. Sweet or salty?
In between.
Yes, I can feel that. I know I can't choose too hard. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise, because I'm always happy to meet the sunrise in the morning. I made it another day.
That is so true. Literally every morning I appreciate that I am alive and well to live another day. What about beach or mountains?
Mountains, because that's where I like to go hiking.
That sounds fun. City or countryside?
Countryside.
Ooh, sounds good. Drive or fly?
Drive.
Okay. Dogs or cats?
Well, I have both, but I prefer my dogs, but I got kitty cats too.
It's funny. I literally had this question on my podcast the other day, and I couldn't decide because I knew they would come for me if I picked one. Do you have a go-to karaoke song?
Creep.
Ooh, okay, that's good. How about this one? This one I had a hard time choosing. Tamales or tacos?
If it's my tamales, no, my tacos, because I'm making them tomorrow at the city for some of our employees. Yep.
Good. All right. What about favorite sport?
I love to. Well, I can't play American football anymore. Probably to watch football. It's nice to cheer on my beloved Raiders, and I think they're actually in the right direction now. It looks like.
Yeah.
But soccer's always good to watch it live. Soccer, because I can afford that one.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. What about your favorite season? What do you think?
Favorite season? It sounds crazy. It's always been the fall because for many years, for me, the renewal of the year has been in the fall. You have a brand new school year.
Boy, you're not kidding.
You don't know what you're going to get until you get it, right? And it's always good to. I like the fall so much. I even named my daughter Autumn.
Oh, I love that. That's so sweet. What a great connection. Well, Isaac, thank you so much for coming and spending some time with me today. I love being in these chairs. Interviewing the people that are on the opposite side of me, and you're just an incredible man, and I cannot wait to see what happens with Senate District 2. You are on a great trajectory. I can't wait to see all the wonderful work you're doing. And just for our listeners out there, just to let you guys know that we have this primary election coming up. Early voting is going to start May 23rd, right? And then Election Day is June 9th, day before my birthday. Oh my gosh, crazy. And then also CCEA has been a huge part of this CCEA on the ground campaign. Members are out there door knocking, we're phone banking.
And I really appreciate it. I'm really honored by that, to have people that that I taught with, and sometimes we were there in the teachers' lounge, reminiscing together, trying to get through the day, right? And now to have the people that I worked with to be out there, advocating for me from the very profound depths of my heart. I'm appreciative.
Well, we are happy to support you. You are our own. And I always come with this rhyme. We're supporting our own Isaac Barron. That's my little catch line for you.
Gotcha.
So Isaac, thanks again for being here. We're really looking forward to the next time having you on here. And until then, listeners, until our next podcast comes out, I am your host, Kristan Nigro, and we'll catch you on the other side.